Hey Periscope, how is everybody? Well, I'm popping on real quick to share some Monday momentum with you. I was speaking with somebody and they were sharing how they were discouraged and they were growing weary. And I believe in my heart that even as it's biblically told to us in First Thessalonians 5:11, that we are to build one another up. So that's what I hope to do tonight and give you a little Monday momentum. So I'm going to give you this analogy. We all drive cars. We all have that idea of when we're in automatic or neutral or manual, all of these different gears, right? So wisdom came in today, and it was this thought that we are never intended to be in neutral. We never intend to get to that position where we are in neutral, but we end up there by focusing on the wrong thing. So in talking to this person, that's all that I was really receiving in my spirit that it was. It was just a matter of focusing on the wrong things. So that metaphor, though, is great. And so what I'm going to give to you all is this exercise that you can use if you are so bold and courageous to do so. But whenever you are feeling like you are missing the mark and you're not quite sure the new direction or the new action to take, you can ask 3 questions to 3 different people. So the first is God, right? And I just encourage a blank sheet of paper and just asking God, where am I out of alignment? Where have I drifted? Where have I missed the mark? Where am I falling short? Where do I need to look up and see something differently? What is the fresh perspective, new vision, new life, new revelation that will inspire me and encourage me to move forward? So that's the first one. The next one to get you out of neutral is to bring this same analogy or same question to somebody that is close to you. So it could be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, but somebody who is intimately familiar with all sides of you. So not just the good that we can pretend to be and that we can muster up to be publicly, but the you that is all you, all sides, all colors, all experiences. And then the third, ask this question to family or friends. Really give them the opportunity to share with you where they wish that you were more present, where they wish that you were a better listener, where they wish that you were more involved in their life, where you are, in their eyes, in need of making some adjustments. Ask these questions. See what feedback you get, and see if that doesn't bring you wisdom and inspire new action for you to take. The other thing that I wanted to share just real quickly with you tonight, just give you again that boost of upliftment on your Monday, a little momentum here for your week, is that we shouldn't wait until the funeral to tell people how much we care about them. So I heard this message in a sermon, actually, and it was really powerful because how many things do we think but not share? How many things do we feel but just suppress and never express? How many opportunities will we have to really let people know how much they mean to us and how valuable they are? So building on that thought, enable others to accomplish what's in their hearts to do. So a really good friend, a really valuable person in your life is somebody that can encourage you to become all that you're created to be. Somebody that will spend the time, that will listen when it's hard, that will boost you up when you don't feel like going further. These people that actually call out the greatness in you, those are your friends. And then celebrate the beauty of the people in your life. So a lot of times we can think on things that are not helpful, and we can have our own perceptions and ideas about why people are in our life, or we give them a role that they're allowed to fill in our life, and we fail to see who they are. and we fail to honor them and respect them and truly value them and see the beauty that is inside of them and focus on that. It can be so easy to find flaws, and what you set out to find, you will find. It's very self-fulfilling in that way. But when you focus on the good in people, even when it's easiest not to, you call for something very different and you give them permission to shine. And how important is that in a world that really discourages and tears down and just pushes personal agendas? How important is it to have somebody that can see the best and overlook weaknesses and overlook offenses to really focus on what matters and really represent that and be an ambassador for that? So important. So really focusing on the beauty of the people that are in your life, especially when it's hardest not to. The next thing is remembering that all people usually need is a push. So a lot of times we can take on the baggage and the responsibility of other people's load, and that's never our job. That's never our assignment. But a lot of times people just need a push or a boost. And what I love about the word encouragement, as I've studied this word and as I really value that quality and am very inspired by leaders and mentors and those that are encouragers, is that it literally means to pour courage into. To pour courage into. And so wouldn't it be better to be somebody that pours courage, pours confidence, pours goodness, pours mercy, pours forgiveness, pours inspiration into people rather than somebody that deflates them? Like when you deflate a balloon, don't you want to be that person that is the one that gives somebody a boost, that gives somebody a lift, that helps them to be all that's in their heart for them to be? You can be that person. And the neat thing about that is when you are inspired by being an encourager, when you are living that standard, when you are raising the bar on how you show up, no matter how anybody in your world is showing up, no matter what people are doing or thinking, that should have nothing to do with you and how you show up. But when you raise the bar for how you show up and you decide that I am going to be an encourager, I'm going to be that person that pours courage into somebody, that pours confidence into somebody, not only will you be transformed from the inside out, because what you focus on grows more in your life. So as you focus more on the good and seeing the beauty and seeing the best in people, that's also what you are going to be focusing on in yourself. And when you make that a habit, that's what's going to grow more in your life. So you will become your best self by focusing on the best in others and around you. And that will be such a mood lifter too at the end of the day. So when you're feeling discouraged, I encourage you to encourage yourself in the Lord. That's one of the best things. You can't get in the Word of the God and not have a sense of peace and calm and restoration run over you. So get that quiet time for sure. Get full of the right things. And then go out and be an encourager, because what you plant in this world, you will reap a harvest of. And wouldn't it be great to have more encouragement flowing into your life? So back to that analogy, I encourage you, if you're feeling discouraged or if you feel like you're missing the mark and you just feel like you need a lift, go to those people that will give you that honest feedback, that will give you that honest opinion about where you can make some adjustments, where you can have a better attitude or think bigger thoughts or just show up in a way that you just needed a little push to do. All right, here is my last message for you on this Monday motivation. The greatest gift you can give somebody is believing in them. And why not start with you? So the greatest gift that you can give yourself is encouragement. How often are you thinking about how to tear yourself down, how you are missing the mark, all of those things? So this is a great exercise just in general, because it's really important to have a balance of where you're strong and where you're weak. But it's also really important that you are encouraging yourself and that you are focusing on the things that God thinks about you, and that you are getting full on the promises and your position in Christ and what you are here to do and what His will is for you and the secret petitions of your heart and the desires of your heart. All of those things, if you shift back into focusing on those things, you can't control everything, but you can control what you think on, and you can control your attitude, and you can control how you are going to respond to different things. So when you make it a habit, especially when things are easier in your life, when you make it a habit to practice these things, to practice having a standard of encouragement in your life. When you need it most, you will have it to fall back on. Just some encouragement for your Monday. I hope you have a great week. Feel free to send me comments. My name is Juliana Page. If you want to know more about me or what I'm up to, I don't like to self-promote, but if you want to find out more, you can go to julianapage.com. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye.